go to Galena High School. I'm 17 years old, and I'm a senior. This is my Eagle Scout project. You basically need to help out the community, and reopening off the Jdcf Mountains would attract a lot more people to go hiking there, and making this bridge will make it easier for people just to enjoy a walk or a hike through the Jdcf Mountains. We just made the 14-foot bridge of the decking part over there, and now this is where it's going to be going. As you can see, it's pretty steep. We'll have two concrete blocks on each side, and we'll put it on top of that so it stays in place and doesn't erode down like all the other dirt, as well as, if needed, a metal pole to keep it in place. These are all Boy Scouts from Troop 95 in Galena, Illinois, and they're basically helping me put in the decking board right now, and we're gonna need their help to bring it down there and move it around, because this is gonna be super heavy.
Yellow underneath.
Yeah.
I mean, here, he's all black, isn't he? So his thorax is all black, right? I mean...
But you know, I feel like those are wider, the legs.
That's what I thought.
So weekly, this summer, we've been looking for the rusty patch bumblebee. We have a survey permit from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife that allows us to capture them, which we couldn't do if we didn't have it. So this site is protected from everyone coming out and catching bumblebees because we have found the rusty patch here in the past, in 2017.
Could be the same one.
Seems bigger, doesn't it?
No, maybe longer.
Yeah.
And we're trying to verify that it's still around. And even if it isn't still around, that's a piece of science. And what you look at are these stripes. And so, you know, here they've got like a little W. Mm-hmm. This has a brown belt. That's why we're calling it a brown belt.
It's all black, isn't it?
Here's our rusty patch. And what it has is rust, two segments, yellow first, then the next one has rust, and then yellow below it. So we're just out here catching the bees, trying to identify them, and taking pictures, and noticing which plants they're on.
So the community involvement at Wapello has really been increasing the last few years. In fact, just today we had 3 different groups here. We had the bumblebee surveyors who were out here doing their regular bumblebee survey. And then we had the Friends of Wapello stewardship days every Tuesday morning. They come out and they remove invasive species. The third group we had was the Galena Territory Association Garden Club.
My husband and I are here just to learn about the natural plants that are here. We recently purchased a home, and I want to be able to plant things that are natural to the area.
We are right here, where the east branch and the west branch of Clear Creek come together. The property we're looking at is right in here. We're trying to figure out if it qualifies for land and water reserve status with Illinois Nature Preserves Commission. So we have Natural Areas Preservation Specialist Angela Morehouse up from West Central Illinois to do a plant inventory. Okay, so Jim Raichie said that the most conservative species are along the rim of the quarry.
Right.
And...
which is more the dry barrens.
Right, but at the same time, you know, the wet mesic prairie sedge meadow is really uncommon in the driftless.
We work side by side with a lot of our land trust partners. The land trusts often can do things more efficiently. There's less, government bureaucracy sometimes. They are oftentimes closely tied with the landowners.
Jdcf is on track to purchase this property from the Rutherford estate later this year. But today it's in early August and we are out here and identifying all of the wildflowers.
Right now I'm covering 17 counties and it took me 4 hours to get up here. So if I work with a land trust that can already meet with the landowner and have things set up so I can be more efficient with my time, that really helps. But partnerships in a time when we're short-staffed is absolutely critical. We couldn't do our jobs without help from land trusts.
Well, if the property is added to the natural areas inventory, we can then upgrade its status to either Illinois Land and Water Reserve or Illinois Nature Preserve. And what that does is it grants a protective status over the property. It is less likely to become the victim of trespass or encroachment. And thanks to a new grant program, properties enrolled in those 2 programs are eligible for additional funding.
Well, we are at Hewlett Creek and we're doing a river watch with Jessica.
River Watch is a citizen science water
quality monitoring program only in Illinois. We're out here at the Roche property trying to assess the water quality. There's a lot of protocols.
They're going to see how fast the water's moving by throwing a tennis ball in and timing it.
10 seconds. Ready, set, go.
We were measuring the velocity that the water is traveling down the stream in this section. We found out that it's traveling about 1 foot per second.
We are estimating percentage of the stream that has canopy cover, riffles, sediment, any aquatic plants. We're looking for benthic macroinvertebrates. They're big enough to see with the naked eye, and then they live beneath things.
What this does, it studies a stream, or it gives a snapshot of the health of the stream. You know, it's a wildlife habitat, and if it starts getting polluted, you got to do something about it. Being an old teacher, get teachers to do this kind of thing with students and get the kids out here and get them involved.
I think kids are the perfect people to start learning about the environment. They're just so naturally curious and love to get in and find all the little features and critters that live in an area. And I think exposing them to that at an early age and helping them understand the diversity of an environment that they live in really helps them care about that environment and want to take care of it as they grow. I think that any kind of knowledge is kind of a tool and power that we have going forward.